You can't go out playing golf having fun.
Fun. Senor, you have obviously never played Wingfoot.
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
You've got to be kidding me, Vegas. On Monday night. There's my picks for this week. Now, if you want next week's picks, I can give you those by Friday.
What's up, everybody? Week 11 in the NFL is quickly approaching, and we're coming off a big Wingfoot lock victory in Week 10. The 49ers, they were going for gold in Week 10, and they found platinum. Platinum in the form of Dangerous Russell Wilson. Just like we told you, he and the Seahawks were platinum. Not only did they cover the point spread, they won the game outright to seal the Wingfoot lock, now unbeaten in 2, looking to make it 3 weeks in a row without a loss and get off this roller coaster ride for good. But as far as Week 11 goes, not crazy about this slate this week. Not many games popping off the page at me. Not real many convincing stats or trends that get me all giggly and warm and fuzzy inside. So I only like 2 games this week. Believe it or not, I only like 2 games. You got that, Greg? I'm only going to do 2 games this week, Greg. Not sure if Greg knows I'm only doing 2 games this week. Just want to make sure you know, Greg, only 2 games this week. All right, that's just a little inside joke between me and Greg. But seriously, folks, only 2 games this week. Like I said, you can't force games. You can't force picks. If you want to force games, force picks that don't jump off the page you or just don't make super sense to you, it's not where the smart money goes, and we're all about putting our money on the smart plays. So why don't we start off Week 11 right off the bat, Okay, so the first game is the Cincinnati Bengals, getting 11 points from the Raiders in Oakland. This one doesn't really smell like fish, but it definitely reeks of something. We're going a little crazy this week, a little wild, and we're going to put some money on the lifeless and winless Cincinnati Bengals. But I'm going to tell you why we're going to do this. It's maybe not as wacky as you might think. So Cincinnati has lost 10 straight road games dating back to last season. But in those 10 losses, they're actually 7-3 against the spread. So that's not bad. In the last 10 games, a team who can't get a road win, they're covering the spread. And over the past 10 years, the Bengals are 8-0. I repeat, 8-0 against the spread in Pacific time zone games. And they are 5-2 straight up in the past 7 games played out west. Now, you know how we love that Pacific time zone and Eastern time zone game trends that we try to dig up and follow. And we've been hitting them this year at a pretty good clip. So I really like that stat there. And also, in those 7 games that I just mentioned, 3 of those games were wins and covers against the Raiders. All right. So I think the Bengals are going to hold true to those trends this week. I don't think they're going to play great. I don't think they're going to win. I don't think they're going to do any of that stuff. But I think this is a letdown game for the Raiders. I think the Raiders have been playing some good football. I think they're definitely looking past the winless team. They're at home. They're going to let their guard down a little bit. And I think the Bengals, who were very, very good for that backdoor cover, and they've already gotten us a big one this year, I think they're going to get us the backdoor cover again. So take the Bungles and the points. Okay, and that'll be our first game of the 2 games that we are going this week. Okay, so now for the second game, all right, the second game, we're going to place the hashtag on the Chicago Bears getting 7 points on the road from the Los Angeles Rams. The Chicago Bears this week are going to be the Wingfoot lock. All right, so we're looking to go back to back. All right, we're looking to go undefeated in 3, and these are the reasons why. In the past 7 night games, the Chicago Bears are 6-1 against the spread. That includes a 15-6 win last season against the Rams when the Rams were favored by 3 points. Also, the Bears have won 6 of their last 7 games versus the Rams, which includes going 5-2 against the spread. Now, this is another stat where teams have had winning percentages against other teams at a good, decent clip. We've been hitting those. That happened last week with Seattle when we had the hashtag on them. They were 9-1 in their last 10 against against the 49ers, and they won. And it's happened a couple of times this year already. So that's a trend that we like, and that's a trend where we put our money. All right. And also on the flip side of this coin for the Rams are just 2-8 against the spread in the past 10 games versus NFC North teams. Okay. So that, with the fact that I just don't like the way the Rams look. They're not playing great. Goff looks like he's lost. I'm a big believer that the Rams play better at home than they do on the road. I agree with that, but I think that's what Vegas is betting on. I think Vegas is counting on the average gambler saying to themselves, all right, they're going home. They play better at home. They're playing a Bears team that can't score. And they're going to avenge that ugly loss for last season against Pittsburgh. Okay, so now I agree. I think they're going to play a little better this week at home, but I just don't think they're going to play that much better because I don't think they're that good, and I think Goff is a mess, and I think Chicago's defense is going to do enough to make up for what Mitchell Trubisky lacks. I think Mack and the rest of that defense is going to be harassing Goff all game, and I think Goff is going to have a tough game. I'm not sure if the Bears have enough to win this game. I'm really not sure how it's going to go, but I know they're covering that 7 points. And to be honest with you, I wasn't surprised if Goff is a complete disaster and the Bears win this game outright. But I definitely love the Bears getting the 7 points. And that's why we're going to put the hashtag on this game this week. And the Chicago Bears getting 7 on the road from the Los Angeles Rams in this week's Week 11 Wingfoot Lock. So good luck in Week 11, everybody. All right? And don't forget, we're going to take the Bears and we're going to take the points. And that's still going to be the Wingfoot Lock. So let's make money. Take money. Peace, everybody.